I don't want to do this, man. I really don't want to do this. But I felt it's something random that I had to do at some point, though. Oh my god. Can't believe this is happening. So, if you're judging by the video title, does anybody ever remember the game Sonic the Hedgehog? I sure do. And it's no secret that I'm a big fan of the Sonic series in general. And I appreciate every one of the games except this one. Welcome to my Let's Mess Around on of Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, a Game Boy Advance port of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Now, I will give my opinions on the game of starting from the positives to the negatives. Well, the positives being, well, the spin dash. I do like the addition of the spin dash. It's alright. Yeah. And another positive is that some of the music doesn't sound too bad when they transition over to the Game Boy Advance. Green Hill Zone doesn't sound too bad. Starlight Zone doesn't sound too bad, and Scrap Rain Zone, I think, sounds alright. But ow! But yeah, positives over. This game is absolutely terrible! I hate this game. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it with every passion of my soul. And if you can't tell already, this is one of the reasons why I hate it. Slow down! Slow down everywhere! Yeah. This game has plenty of slowdown throughout the entire game. And it's not even a random thing. No, no, no. This happens throughout the game, period. Without any indication of anything whatsoever. Oh, and by the way, something else that you'll find too, which we're about to enter here, are the special stages. Sure, this game controls like crap for real when you're actually playing the game. Though in special stages it works just fine. Look at that graphical glitches! Take a look at that beautiful, beautiful graphical glitches. Isn't it just thrilling? It is. Now thankfully in special stages there isn't slowdown. But look at this! Look at this! There is literally no gravity whatsoever. The gravity is completely whacked out in these special stages, and you can drill through these blocks just to get the Chaos Emeralds just fine. Jeez. Plus the reverse blocks are really wonky too. Of course they are. Jeez. Anyway, back to the negatives, because this is apparently Let's Review Sonic Genesis, not Let's Mess Around on Sonic Genesis. Now, before I get back to the whole review thing, basically I'm just going through the first two zones, just to show you how terrible this port is. Basically. This is the whole point of the Let's Mess Around on. But anyway, back to the whole thing why I hate this game. Just take a look at the momentum and the collision detection. Just take a look at this collision detection right here. Momentum? What's that? See, normally you would be going so fast on the red springs, but no! Not in Genesis! No siree! Ugh. I seriously did not even consider doing this, but this is being posted today. My good friend My Hello uploaded his Let's Mess Around on Pokemon Pinball. So I just decided, why the hell not? I love torture. So why not do a game that I absolutely hate? Yeah. Graphical glitches! Now back to the review thing. The control is really, really awkward on Sonic. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain in context, but the control is— oh god! Damn it! And considering I suck at this game, period, I'm not surprised. Well, not in this port, rather. I suck at this game, period. But yeah. But take a look at the physics. They're out of whack, too. Like, they're out of whack, too. Sonic doesn't really control like he does in the original game, really. And just take a look at that, those stellar sound effects, too. I mean, the spin dash and the ring sound effects are okay, but it's just all the other sounds sound terrible. The MD pop, popping sound effect doesn't really sound that great. Of course, ow! I hit the spring. Okay. So you can already tell that the control is not really that great, really. The momentum is really, really odd. Sonic's air momentum is not that great. Like, normally you would be sent flying like so right here. But apparently Sonic really controls his momentum really well, because he can just stop in midair, just like in the original game. And also, even though I find the spin dash considerably a high point, I don't think it really works that well. I mean, Sonic likes to carry his momentum with him with the spin dash too. And even if you're up against a wall and jump over the wall, Sonic carries that momentum as well. Oh, and you gotta love this too. The boss fights. The boss fights. Take a look at this. I didn't know you could do this in the original. Well, it's because you can't. Look at this! Apparently, thanks to the physics and the gravity, you can just bounce on Robotnik like it's nothing! Like it's nothing! Genesis gravity! It's actually so broken it's funny in a way, but just ignoring that for now, this game is really awful. And don't blame the emulator for these little graphical glitches that happen here too. It happens on the actual cart as well. Just go see Brain Scratch Comms' playthrough of this. But anyway, on to Marble Zone. Now, if you hated this zone in the original, you're going to loathe it here. Because Marble Zone has this sort of problem with the combination with the bad control. Thanks to the screen crunch you're actually seeing right now. Yeah, I also forgot to mention, Sonic Genesis actually has screen crunch thanks to the GBA's resolution. They couldn't have just zoomed out the screen. No. They had to make it all Kirby Superstar and just go all, oh yeah, Sonic has to be the focus of the camera. Jeez. Oh, and guess what? Because of the screen crunch, you can't see what's above you or what's ahead of you. So if you're playing through this game, being a fan of the original and just going through it like it ain't no thing, well, you have to take it slow, particularly in Marble Zone right here. Seriously. Because in Marble Zone, it's probably really, really hard for you to figure out if you already suck at this game like I do. See, look at that! That's the momentum right there! That's the momentum right there! Sonic loves to carry momentum in this game. Like that. Like that, seriously. And look at that wonderful pop-up that's there, right? That's wonderful pop-in. Now, beware of this right here. If you stand, like, even a pixel too close to this little mashy thing, too close, you're gonna get crushed. I'm dead serious. You're gonna get crushed right then and there. Right there. Now, I'm making it seem not as bad as you think, but trust me, it's really, really bad. Particularly in Labyrinth Zone, because you are going to have such a terrible time in Labyrinth Zone. I remember the first time playing this through after seeing Brain Scratch Com's playthrough of this, and I just had to see for myself how bad this game was. So, I particularly remember during the Marble Zone boss that I absolutely almost lost it. I almost got a game over at Marble Zone because, well, the boss is just kinda painful. Then I made it to Spring Yard Zone, oh, see? Momentum, guys! Look at that wonderful momentum! And, oh, Jesus! Oh, thank God. And ooh! Jeez. I'm just so worried that the game will kind of glitch out on me and just kind of glitch on me. Oh yeah, and here's another thing too. This game was released in 2006. What? Can you imagine what other game must have come out at the time? In fact, another game what am I trying to say? I can't talk good with the words. Oh yeah, another Sonic game came out on the same day as this one. Whereas they made a port of the original Sonic one and made it worse, there was also another game released on the very same day that has this kind of problem, the slowdown. Not so much so graphical glitches as well, but look at this! There's nothing going on! Just look at this slowdown! Did you see that? Nothing was going on. Ugh! This game's frame rate is so choppy it's not even funny. And now, normally I'm not that negative of a person when it comes to video games because I try to look for the positives in video games. Like, I have a certain enjoyment for Sonic 06 because I did play it as a kid. I've had it since 2007 and everything. And I found some kind of enjoyment out of playing as most of the characters, well, not particularly Silver, Amy, or Knuckles, because they were too damn slow. But I still enjoyed Sonic 06 to some extent. When I discovered this game, it was Screen Scratch Cons that they were saying this is the worst. Like, particularly what one of the members, Johnny, said, or as you may know him as Some Call Me Johnny. He said that this is the worst Sonic game he's ever played. He says it's even worse than Shadow the Hedgehog. He says it's even worse than Sonic 06, and I saw his Super Gaming Brothers review of it. He says the slowdown is incredibly awful, and he had to record this game through. And in Labyrinth Zone, it's really where he lost his mind right there. He had to spend an hour and a half in Labyrinth Zone just to get through it. And that's particularly for the boss, because in Labyrinth Zone, the slowdown is absolutely terrible. You're in a water level as it is, which made Labyrinth Zone somehow even worse than it actually is. Yeah. Look at this wonderful slow. Jeez. I don't even know why I decided to do this. This is probably going to be uploaded on Sunday along with the next Skyward Sword video. But I'm just doing this just cause, or rather, Jesus. And that's what I hate about this game! No! Well, there goes my special stage. Like I even care. I don't even intend to complete all the special stages in like one go. Because it's impossible. Waiting. See? Because of the screen crunch, you can't really see what that big platform thing is gonna do to you right there. And I have to wait for this stupid asshole to get out of the way. There. Ah, Fraps, stop. Oh, shut up, Fraps. And, ooh, jeez. 3 minutes and 43 seconds just to go through Marble Zone? Seriously? Oh, God! Ugh, jeez. I don't even care how long this takes me. I'm getting through this. I'm persevering through it. Ow. Can't you tell I hate this game so much? I mean, again, I'm not that negative of a person when it comes to video games. But here, it's just, there's no excuse. And you wanna know what makes this game even worse? This game has been ported several times over already. It's been ported to Sonic Mega Collection, Sonic Gems Collection. It's even had a PC port. And guess what? The Game Boy Advance is technically more powerful than the Game Boy Advance, or rather, the Sega Genesis. Jeez, what the heck was I thinking? It's more powerful than... The Game Boy Advance is more powerful than the Game Boy Advance. That works. That makes sense, right? Because science? Actually, no. The Game Boy Advance is way more powerful than the Sega Genesis. It's at least 3 times or twice as powerful. It's a 32-bit system playing a 16-bit game. And how could they screw this up? How could they honestly screw up? And guess what? Marble Zone Act 3, I hate this stage too. Because when I was a kid, I honestly hated Marble Zone, even though it's my brother's favorite level in this game. And I honestly hated this stage. Well, even more so here, because take a look at that slowdown, first of all. Well, it's because in the original they don't give you any checkpoints per se. And they don't even bother to like mod the game a little bit so they add checkpoints here too, but that's fine. It's just that the physics and momentum can get kind of weird. I don't know, you have to play it for yourself to see. Oh yeah, take a look at this momentum right here. The spin dash momentum. What's that? I can control it in midair? Would I? Ugh. Jeez, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't even know why. I'm just here to give my opinions of the game and just, like, play it just because... Well, just cause. I don't know. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, going back to the subject on the spin dash, I do have some fun with the spin dash, some kind of fun with the spin dash and everything. I mean, the momentum is still ass, but it's at least the enjoyable kind of ass, really. Especially on long stretches where you can break the game easily. But it just works all wrong. It just works wrong. Honestly. And yeah, watch out for that thing because the screen crunch will automatically kill you if you get in the way of... If you just go ahead and do that. I don't even know how I got past that. Oh yeah, and you gotta love this too. When I was practicing this, and by practicing I mean... Look at that! See? That happened to me! That happened to me in my practice run that was a few minutes ago. Nothing was coming out of there! This game is too glitchy for its own kind. Oh yeah, and guess what? That other game I was referring to? Sonic 06 was released on the exact same day as this one. And I consider that game way better. I consider that game miles better. Look, Sonic generating. Wee! Anyway, yeah, Sonic 06 came out the exact same day as this one. And yeah, that game is miles Tails per hour better than this. Oh yeah, and screw this boss so hard when I first played this. But guess what? I said, guess what? I'll just wait for you to come by here. I'll just wait for you here. Guess what? Genesis Gravity, you stand no chance. I can kill you with glitches. Because this game is too glitchy for its own kind. So yeah, that's Sonic Genesis for you. Positives, some of the music doesn't sound too bad. And the spin dash is laughably broken and fun. But everything else is just terrible, including Springyard Zone. Yeah, I'll leave you with Springyard's music. And Sonic is not supposed to go in his idle animation that quickly. Listen to that glorious Springyard soundtrack. How it's missing its big band. It's missing its big band. But I do have to admit, the xylophone is kind of nice. So yeah, I think I kind of raged too much. on this one part, but this game is totally rage-worthy, so it counts. Anyway, I'll see you guys later tonight for more Skyward Sword, so bye. Don't try this. Try this game out once. If you hate it, welcome to the club.